Hey everyone, I'm Andy Raffel from eTeknix.com, and as you know, we're actually heading off to CES 2019. We're actually going to be doing that in about, 12 hours time. So we thought it'd be a good idea to show you exactly what stuff we're going to be taking, so you can get kind of an insider glimpse as to the stuff that we take and why we actually take it. So let's jump in and take a little look. Okay, so first up, obviously, going to America, we're going to need some dollars. So we've got a few $100s here to kind of, keep us ready and going, keep us fed, anything that we need to buy while we're out there. Obviously, really, really handy to have. Obviously, because I'm based in the UK and I am going to be sort of traveling to America, we do need a passport as well. So not going to get very far without that. Now, I always like to actually take a set of kind of internal earbud headphones. So I have got my trusty Tunai drum, which we have done a video on as well, and I will link to that as well. And on the end of it, because I have an iPhone and Apple has a lot of courage, I have got the little lightning to 3.5mm adapter. Now, to kind of keep things, pretty lightweight when I'm actually sort of, filming and stuff, we did toy with the idea of taking either a tripod or a monopod with us. But to be honest, over the years, the kind of best one that we've used is the GorillaPod from Joby. So this is more than enough for the camera that we're using and can handle the weight really, really well. Now, to store everything, I've actually got two bags, which I'm going to talk through. So the first one is my Low Pro Event Messenger, I want to say 250. So this is really nice because it has lots of different compartments. You can actually move stuff around in it, and it just kind of keeps everything nice and organized while remaining pretty lightweight and easy to kind of travel with. There's an area in the back for sort of paperwork, an area for a drinks bottle, because if you've ever been to Vegas, you'll realize exactly how dry it is out there, and you do need to kind of stay hydrated at all times. Now, on top of that, I have this big mammoth bag here. So this is actually an Amazon Basics bag. Now, the thing I like about it is the fact that it has this kind of pouch bit on the back, which if you unzip, it actually has the strap so you can use it as a kind of rucksack. Personally, I'm not going to be using it as a rucksack purely because, as you can see, it's actually quite a big item. And I don't know, it's going to kind of make me look like I'm going out camping or something. There is an area on the side as well for sort of, extra bits and bobs, memory cards, that kind of thing. There's also this area here. If you did want to take a tripod or a monopod, you can actually strap it in sort of down here and up here, and it just kind of sits to the side. Other than that, it has got a nice handle on the top as well. A little area, because it is a cabin bag and it's the same sort of size as a cabin bag, you've got the little label bit here as well. Another little thing to kind of, put stuff in, and another side pocket. Now, as I say, being a cabin bag, it has actually got an extendable handle as well, which is really, really nice. So you can kind of pull it along, because as you can see, it's got some fairly decent sized wheels on there. So this is going to be really handy for just kind of, getting everything onto the aeroplane and, actually getting to Las Vegas with all the stuff in one piece. We've got another little bag on the front. Has a little kind of zip netted area as well, and a few other little compartments. Now, the main area that really kind of appealed to me, especially with all the camera gear, is when you open up the main compartment. Now, inside, you've actually got space for a laptop, and I will be showing you the laptop that I'm actually going to be taking, and I had to make sure that this was the right size for that. But other than that, you can see all the different compartments, so I can kind of keep my camera and the lens set up at all times up here and sort of through here, and then areas for kind of batteries, chargers, and other bits and bobs that I'm going to need along the way. So yeah, this was actually £100, which I honestly think is quite good value for money. It's really good quality for an Amazon product, and hopefully, it does a trick when I'm in Vegas. So other than that, the other thing that I've got on this side of the desk is a mouse mat, which is always really handy to have. This is a Corsair and Scan 3 XS Systems mouse pad. It's very small, very lightweight, can take it sort of, without it actually hindering how much stuff we're taking with us, and it's just nice to have when you are doing editing and stuff like that on the go. Now, I have got a lot of other stuff over here, so let's move the camera over and take a look at what's over here. Okay guys, so next up, obviously we do have to have a lot of various cables and connectors and things like that. So to start with, I've got a super long lightning cable, which is always handy to sort of, have my phone charged as much as I physically can at all times. Now, I have got a USB, I always forget, I think this is type B connector, I think it is. So this is actually for my card reader. So here's the card reader. It's one of the Lexar professional ones, which is always, nice and handy. Can transfer data off of the memory cards that I'm using in the camera nice and quickly. Now, we do have a screen as well, and to use that screen, we have to use a special HDMI cable, which goes from the micro HDMI through to a normal full-size HDMI. And here's the screen itself. This is made by Philweld, and it's actually really, really good. So we've kind of calibrated this so it gives us the most accurate kind of way of how the footage is going to be coming out, because sometimes it shows you only really do get one chance to take that footage. It does take a battery at the back, which I will show you as well, but just really nice to use in terms of like focus peaking and stuff like that, and being able to see yourself on the camera. Now the batteries themselves are absolutely huge. These are the batteries. So these are the NP F970s or 950s, I think they are, and I've got a little dual charger for it as well, and obviously that just takes a figure of 8 cable. So nice and simple, but always handy to have because it does chew through batteries on that screen quite quickly actually. Other cables that we have is just another lightning cable, but a slightly smaller one in length, another micro USB cable because I have got a few other devices like that. On my camera I have got a small rig cage, and to keep that HDMI cable kind of in place, I have got this little adapter which just kind of clamps down and holds the HDMI so it's not, you know, bending on the port or the actual camera. Got an extension lead because there really is no point taking a bunch of kind of UK to US plugs. It's just easier to take an extension lead, that way you actually only need one UK to US adapter. Now this is pretty cool. We've been doing this for a few years now, and we actually give out awards to companies, primarily, you know, ones that we think have really good products at the show, that kind of thing. So we've made up these. They're on kind of like an acrylic panel, and we're going to be giving these out. I think I got 9 or 10 of these actually made up. So this is going to be kind of the best of CES 2019. Hopefully you agree with us with the products that we're actually going to give that out to, but really excited about sort of, you know, surprising some brands with these. Sticking with the camera stuff, we have got a little small rig adapter as well, which the screen goes on, and then this goes onto my small rig cage, which goes around the camera itself. Microphone wise, so for audio, I've got the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus. So this is really nice. It's got some really nice gain settings on there as well. Audio sensing jack, so as soon as kind of the camera comes on, you know, it comes on nice and easy. And it takes 2 AA batteries as well, which is really nice. But the battery on this lasts absolutely ages. Like I say, when the camera turns off, this turns itself off because it has that audio sensing technology. So really nice. Now sticking with the camera, we've got one lens. I was actually looking to take my 18 to 35mm lens, but I thought it was a bit overkill, so I'm just going to take a 16mm lens. It's going to be perfect. If I need to get in a little bit closer, yes, I'm going to have to physically move as opposed to you know, kind of zooming in or anything like that, but you know, it's pretty lightweight, especially in comparison to the 18 to 35. Now when it comes to the camera, I'm currently recording this on a Sony RX100 Mark V, but this is the bad boy that I'm going to be taking. This is my trusty Sony a6300. This is what we record the majority of our videos with. It hasn't got a flip out screen or anything, which is a bit frustrating, hence why we have the field view field world monitor, but just really nice. I've got multiple batteries to go with it, so we've got 3 of the batteries to go with it, and I have got the charger itself, which is currently charging, and that's going to, you know, keep us sort of on the go. Now SanDisk came through, and they came up and sent us 2 128 gig micro SD cards with the adapter as well, so we're going to be using that with the camera. Lovely stuff. Other than that, I mean, the other main kind of things that we've got over there, which I'll move the camera and show you, is kind of all the computer stuff, so the laptop, my NVIDIA Shield, that kind of thing. So let's jump over there and take a look at exactly what we've got. Okay, so the last sort of stuff, like I said, is kind of, you know, the computer-based stuff and the fun and games. So to start off with, I always take a mouse with me. It's just really easy when doing editing. So I've got the Logitech G900, which is a really good mouse, you know, perfect for sort of gaming on the go as well as kind of professional stuff, DPI settings and everything. It's a bit of a workhorse. I've been using this for quite a few years now, but absolutely love it. As I say, I've got the batteries and the charger for the camera. In terms of the European adapter, I actually got given this by Corsair quite a few years ago, and it's just been really handy. So I can essentially just sort of switch out to European, English, or United Kingdom, Australia, and then also obviously the US as well. And it does come apart, and I have 2 USB ports on here. So essentially it's kind of 2 adapters in one. Pair that up with the extension lead and kind of off you go. Now, headphone wise, as I say, I have got some in-ear earbuds, but I do like using some noise cancelling ones, especially for the plane, for the flight. So these are made by Audera, and they're absolutely fantastic. They're not the cheapest headphones in the world. They are currently retailing at around £299, but they're very comfortable, really good sort of sound quality. And like I say, they've got noise cancelling properties, which is always good when you're on a plane. Other than that, I've got a power bank, another little gift that was given by Corsair. So Corsair have actually really helped with some of the sort of travel stuff. So I've just got this 10,000 milliamp, really slim, quite lightweight lightweight power bank. In terms of keeping other stuff charged, we've got a little device here from Silverstone, which essentially comes out into a few USB ports so we can charge stuff, you know, as quickly as possible. Because as you know, in the UK, we've got sort of slightly higher sort of power outlets than America, so it is nice to kind of have something like this so you can kind of put everything on the go at once. Now when we're on the plane, we always like to have a little bit of, you know, respite time, so I've got my NVIDIA Shield controller and of course the NVIDIA Shield itself. So load this up with some emulators and ROMs and things like that, play some games, watch some movies, Netflix, and basically, yeah, chill on the plane with it. Now the last thing, as a lot of you know, is my laptop, which is the Asus Zephyrus. So this is the fully fledged 8th gen Zephyrus with the i7-8750. It's got a 256 gig SSD on it, NVMe, 16 gig of RAM, and that GTX 1080 Max-Q design. Absolutely fantastic laptop. Obviously it is aimed at gaming, but some of the best gaming laptops are the best for video editing, especially when doing stuff in 4K. So yeah, we've got that as well, and that's pretty much it. So there you go, guys. Hopefully this gave you a bit of a, kind of like I say, an insider glimpse as to what we're taking and the exact reasons why we're taking it. I'm pretty sure that you're going to agree with me that we are using some of the highest end gear, especially, you know, to give you guys kind of, you know, the best quality videos and coverage that we can, you know, possibly give you. So let us know if there's anything that you think that we should be using instead of what we've actually, you know, got here today. And, you know, maybe we can consider that for the next show, which probably after CES, the next big one is going to be Computex 2019, which I don't even want to start thinking about yet. It's still a long way away from that. There you go, guys. Remember to keep checking back, where we will have a lot of coverage from CES 2019 for you, and also remember to smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. See you later.